Paul Folger here. Today we're going to make chocolate chimichangas. They are so amazing. You need some flour tortillas, you need a chocolate bar, you need some raspberries because we're going to puree those up. Then you need your Fry Daddy or your stovetop. You want to put a quart of oil in there and heat it up to about 350 degrees. What you do is you take your tortilla, you want to take your chocolate bar, and you just want to wrap it up. I'm going to break off the end of this just a little bit and just put it right back in the center of that, just so it's a little bit easier for me to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap it up as you would if you were making a tortilla or a burrito or anything like that at home. I've got a little twine, and I'm just going to tie it off because I want it to hold together really well inside that Fry Daddy. So I'm just tying a little knot here. My oil is hot, it's ready to go. Okay. These are really fun to make with your friends if you're having a dinner party. So the oil is hot once again. I'm just gonna lay it in there. It cooks up really fast. Put it down in the oil, let it cook for a few minutes. In the meantime, and you can prep this ahead of time, get your frozen raspberries, put them in a blender with a little sugar, and blend them up just like that, and you want to lay it on the plate just like that so it looks really nice. So normally when I'm cooking these, I have friends over for dinner, and this is really an easy thing to do, and I let them participate too. I'll say, let's have some different toppings. You guys can pick out what you want. You can top them with chocolate, you can top them with raspberry. We've got confectionery sugar to put on them. Whatever you really like. You can also make bigger ones. You know, these are sort of large flour tortillas. You can get small chocolate bars, smaller tortillas, and do that with them. Make them just so it's not quite so big, because these do make a big dessert. You've got to help it out just a little bit. It wants to flip over all the time. And so you want to help it out, kind of hold it down in here as it gets browned up. I started making these a few years ago, and I don't make them all the time. I make them if we're having a party that's going to last well into the evening, where you have a lot of time, where you can kind of go slow with your friends and just make it so these things can cook up really slowly. Now, let's see here. Let's get some paper towels, because we want to put this down on some oil, let the oil drip out of it. So there we go. Okay, this is just about finished up. I told you these cook up so quickly. There we go. Just a tad more on this one side. And you may have to hold it down just like this for a second as it cooks up. You want it to be just right brown. There you go. I like to pull them out just a second before as brown as I want them to be, because they still cook up just a little bit there at the end, just sitting right here on the counter. They'll brown up even a little bit more. Wrap them just a little bit so you can kind of get some of that oil off of there. Let them soak that up. Then I want to cut the string off of it, because now it will just stay together. No problem. Piece of cake, right? So that's there. Then you take it and you want to put it right in the center of your berries. Little confectionery sugar, sprinkle on the top of it, okay? Let me give you a look at how nice that looks. See how pretty that is? It's a pretty dessert. Easy to do. You just saw it. It's a tortilla. You wrap a candy bar with the tortilla, and then you cook it for a few minutes, and it's hot, and listen to this crunch. Oh yeah. And your friends cut into it. By then the chocolate has melted. You get a little bit of that raspberry in there. Yes. Take a bite of it. That chocolate has melted. It's crunchy. The berries are so good. Takes just a few minutes to do. Plan ahead when you're having your party that after dinner everyone can come out, circle around and make these, because They're a lot of fun to make. I think you will really enjoy it.